Infantry fighting vehicles, or IFVs, are a type of modern armored vehicle. The IFV concept was adopted by armies all around the world in the 1960s and the 1970s, 2 decades after the end of World War II, when the world ushered in a new era of mechanized combat with a new set of challenges concerning the transportation and fire support of infantry units. Today we're going to talk about the best IFVs available in War Thunder. The ones with the best mobility, the best protection, or just unusual design features. Let's start with the IFV with the best overall mobility. Finding a winner in this category isn't as straightforward as it may seem, as an ideal contestant should, among other things, be able to move quickly in reverse and also turn on the spot. An IFV that matches this description better than any other contender is the Warrior, a British tracked armored vehicle. It can move at up to 75 kilometers per hour in either direction. It's equipped with a powerful engine, and it's tracked. All of that combined means that you can comfortably drive it on any kind of terrain. If we're looking for the fastest IFV, then it's clearly the Italian VBC Prototipo 2. Thanks to an excellent chassis design and a powerful engine, it can go at up to 110 kilometers per hour on a good road. Naturally, it doesn't fare as well in off-road conditions, especially compared to its tracked brethren, but its performance is still decent, to say the least. What about the heaviest or the most well-armored IFV? There's a clear winner in both of these categories, and it's the German Puma, one of the heaviest conventional IFVs. 43 tons of weight. Basically, this vehicle is almost as heavy as the IS tank, or the KV-1. The fighting compartment of the Puma is protected by layers of armor, including composite screens and ERA, and the unmanned turret is equipped with blowout panels to minimize the risks in case the ammo catches fire. All in all, it might be pretty heavy, but it clearly wasn't for naught, as the Puma turned out to be a very tough nut to crack. Let's talk about gun armaments for a second. The biggest gun in the class is used by the South African Ratel 90. This IFV is armed with a 90mm rifled gun. The 20mm RH-202, which is the main armament of the Marder infantry fighting vehicle, has the quickest fire rate out of any other gun used by vehicles of this type. And the most effective cannon is found on the Swedish Stridsfordon 9040C. Engineers that designed this 40mm gun found a great balance between its caliber and fire rate. And it also has access to high-performing shells, including proximity-fused, high-explosive rounds. Then we simply have to mention a couple of designs that are somewhat unusual. Surprise! The Merkava tank can also be classified as an IFV, because it comes with a unique troop compartment that can hold up to 6 people. It's still an MBT, obviously, but it's interesting that under some specific circumstances, it can be used as an IFV as well. Another special mention is for the Ratel, the first ever wheeled IFV to enter service worldwide. South African engineers developed it in the early 1970s as a way to meet the challenges presented by the local terrain. Thanks to its unorthodox layout, the Ratel also has the distinction of having the largest troop compartment among all IFVs currently available in War Thunder. It can carry up to 9 troops instead of the usual 6 to 8. The last 2 categories are the most modern and the oldest IFV available in the game. The former is, once again, the German Puma, as it was developed in the early years of the 21st century and accepted into service in 2015. It's fair to say that its design was an amalgamation of decades of experience of using IFVs in the field. The oldest vehicle of the class is the Soviet BMP-1, which is fair enough as it was actually one of the first IFVs ever. After its introduction in 1966, it left quite a mark as a highly versatile, well-protected, and well-armed combat vehicle that could also carry troops to battle. If you count all the variants of the BMP-1, including foreign copies like the Chinese ZBD-86, there were more than 20,000 BMP-1s made in total. Every single vehicle mentioned on the list is a fearsome combatant. Classic RHA, found on a lot of tanks, provides little protection against HEGMs that many IFV are armed with, and a solid burst of autocannon fire to the target's sides can easily eliminate most MBTs out there. And this list is frankly just us barely scratching the surface, as there are many more infantry fighting vehicles representing different manufacturers and design philosophies. What are your favorite IFVs, by the way? Which ones would you add to the list? Tell us in the comments below.